Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Carr. That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold, Devontae Adams. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. 20. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Raiders 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, running left is Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The Raiders still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1. This team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. There's defense for the Packers. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken at the 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Carr. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be batted down, and we go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers again now. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether he had 1 yard to go, he rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Packers 21, Raiders nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of the backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Dancing to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second and 7, Carr. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
On third down, here's Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a first and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Rodgers pass, complete to number 17. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What now?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll toss to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Harris. They find some open field here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 10 more there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the draw, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Damian Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. And a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Devontae Wyatt able to get him for a loss of about 3.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Carr. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
Complete to Donald Parham. It's a gain of 20.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "What was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
One final try now for Carr. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the top.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing